No, not really, and I think people have to be wary of. Gary mentions there when people say pre-season. I think that was a lot of PR nonsense coming out of Man United. I saw one or two of the games, and I still saw some of the same problems. Again, we go back to a lot of the players in the starting 11, particularly midfield. It's the same characters, same personalities. Okay, some of these players have there's elements of talent in the squad, but when they do have a little setback, they can't seem to deal with it. Again, I go back to that DNA of this club or the culture of the players or what's going on the training ground. It's not there. I don't see personalities. I don't see character. You said Harry Maguire used after the game saying it was a nightmare start. Well, it's up to the players to do something about it. Harry's the captain. After every game or the last season, he keeps coming up. We're disappointed. We'll regroup. We'll go again. Leopards and spots. They've got to make some changes. I know it's not necessarily always about just throwing money at it, but if these players aren't up to it or good enough for Man United...
Roy, can I ask you a question? Do you think the players... I think the players that they've got there, though, I think every single one of them that I watch is giving 100%. They need probably the support of better players coming in alongside them. So I'm not sort of saying that they're nothing to do with this, but I just asked the question. I think they are giving their all.
But we saw the stats last year, Gary. They don't run, they don't sprint, they don't... to me, that's not giving 100%. The word coming out from the training ground over the last month or two, they're now training properly. There's discipline. They're going to train on time. That's got to be there. That comes from within the group, no matter who the coach is. You know that better than anybody. So it's very hard to criticise players and say they're not giving 100%. But if the stats suggest, more so than last season, it's obviously only one game into the season, then they're not giving 100%. I think today was a little bit of lack of football intelligence. They're dead open. They can't seem to keep clean sheets. Huge problems for the club, as we well know.
You said earlier, I think, that, and we said it so many times last season, the problem for Manchester United is they're the easiest team to play against in the league. That's a massive worry.
But that's the biggest insult you can give a team, Gary.
I know it's the openness of them is unbelievable. They're chasing back something. You see Fred and McTominay on that first goal, they're chasing back. But it's like, how have they got themselves in that position?
Exactly.